Welcome to the close-up. All right, so what's kind of cool is I got him in order. Goes 1963, 62, 61, and then an all-star of each of the M&M boys. So I have more cards of both of these players, but these are like my favorites of theirs that I have. And to know that I have both of them, it's just awesome. And the first couple aren't perfectly centered, and they're actually probably my 2021 pickups. And yes, 2022 as well. So you're going to see the cards, in my opinion, get better and better as I went along this centering journey and just the whole overall eye appeal of the card. But these still look beautiful. And they're not leaving my collection. I'm not trying to upgrade them. So let's just get into it. We'll bring them down old school. Bring it down. First one, 1963 Topps. Roger Maris. Dude, every Roger Maris card that he's a Yankee, to me, all looks so good. And this one's no exception. I love the colors on it. Love the green. This card is awesome. And I'll show you the grade in a second, but let's just look at the card for a little bit. Look at the back, the trophy. Roger was the American League MVP in 60 and 61. How cool is that? That is sick. I mean, look at this card. It's beautiful. Beautiful copy of a card. Sharp corners, nice surface, good color. And this one got us a 4, or got given as an opinion a PSA 4. Woo-wee! Look at that image of Roger Maris. I mean, one of the most famous baseball players of all time, Roger Maris. There's just no doubt. There's movies about him. So we'll start it right there. Let's see. Right there. Rudog, still got it. Now, Mark. Next card to go along with Roger Maris is his teammate, Mickey Mantle. Oh, man, I forgot I showed the grade already. Blew it. Just happens to be 2 4s, but look at this copy right here. Another beautiful baseball card. I mean, just holding a Mickey Mantle card always hits all the spots. Let's look at the back. Mickey has hit 14 World Series homers. That's insane. I believe he still has the record. I could be wrong on that one, but it was something like 19, something like that. Reggie might have came close, and then somebody recently might have beaten that. Look at the back. Look at those stats. 309, 404 home runs up to this point in his career. And look at the baseball card. So it is a 4. It is not perfectly centered, but it looks really nice. Dude, I will not upgrade this. Centering looks good from this, when you just look at it without diving super deep into it. Seeing there's a slight diamond cut there. What an awesome baseball card. Look at these two side by side. They're just sick. All right, let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next year, 1962. And these are images from, most likely, from 1961, where these two guys traded off. Now, let's start off with card number 1. As as Topps does, they love giving the number 1 spot to a high achiever in the prior year, unless there's other numbers they go with, their jersey number or anything like that. But this one is extra special, being Roger Maris, card number 1. As you can see, this has softer corners. These 62s, I just wanted a nice image and a centered copy. So when I look at this thing from right here, it just fits my boxes. And keep in mind, every card you see all together costs $1,651. So you be the judge on what you would have paid, or you know what I mean? Look at this though. Love this card. And I also just made a shelf. Another reason I'm sharing these and how it all hit is I made a shelf on my wall that you guys saw behind me, my graded shelf or display. And I have a whole row and all these are lined up. Look at that baseball card. In a PSA 3. Card number 1. Nice and soft, yes, but this card is really expensive. And another one, every card is hard to find centered, and this thing is centered. Look at that. Love it. I mean, I don't need an upgrade. I don't need super sharp corners on this one. Just love that card. Another just amazing Yankees card. Of course. And his buddy, the M&M brother number 2. And I had this card I had this ungraded for years and years. And then I got one graded, came back a 4, and I found this not that long ago. And I bid on it, and let me click it into its spot. I bid on it, and I won it. And then I instantly listed my copy that I had, and it sold right away. So I was really stoked. And this is Mickey Mantle, 1962 Topps. And yes, this is part of the card, all the cards, part of his like cheek. Just an awesome, awesome baseball card. Centered, beautiful image. Yeah, you've got some soft corners. Nick right here. But to me, that is the copy. That's my forever copy. And I mean, man, you could spend $1,650 on this in 2 seconds on one card from the whole entire run. But I can have all of them, and to me, they look just as good as any PSA 10. Like, I love visually how centered, how good the image looks. It's beautiful, and it's a vintage baseball card, so it's allowed to have some wear. And I'm really coming to terms with the fact that I don't mind just a little bit of wear on some of the cards. Doesn't mean they were played with and put in bike spokes. I'm not there, but on an overall basis, when you put these up on my display like that, they just look insane. Those two, such perfect centering on those two. Whoo! All right, they just get better and better. The next card's one of my favorite. I say this a lot. It's my absolute favorite Roger Maris card. And Roger Maris has always been big in my collection. I actually sold the rookie card I had for like 25 years. I sold it. I don't have it anymore. This is the one I was shooting for. I will pick up a rookie as soon as I find the one. I'm always hunting for one. But the 1961 Topps, when he broke the record, Babe Ruth's record, is my favorite card of Roger Maris. And this one, I mean, go find one of these centered. It is really tough. I mean, it is quite the adventure. It's nuts. It's a tough card to find centered. I gave this a score of 8. As far as how hard it is to find centered, gave this one an 8. And this is one of those that's probably too big, the card. This is what Nat Turner says anyways. If it's too big, then meaning it's oversized, like this is like a card a trimmer would try and possess, then they will put a baggie in it where there's a little sleeve over it. But this one presents really nice, even with the sleeve. It's crystal clear. Man, just an epic. I can't look at this card enough. It's been on my wall since I got it, and this is a PSA 2. Whole bunch of money saved buying this. And a stunning, I mean, look at the surface on this thing. It's just flawless. It's insane. So nice in the back. It's so nice. I mean, this is, I tell you what, if I had every single, so hard to see the surface on video through that. Dude, if I had every one of my vintage cards look like this, I could find them all in 2s. Oh my gosh, I think I would have the greatest collection on the planet. not only would it be the least expensive greatest collection on the planet, it would look like the greatest collection on the planet. Minus guys that go in blind with $100 million and buy all 10s. But up to that point, gosh, I could look at that card all day long. Oh, I got room here. I'm making this thing big right here. You know what? We're going to move this. Rudongs. I'm going to shift these over. I want to put all these guys in right there. Plus, is there anything more fun than this? I talk about all the time, like playing with your cards while you're doing a video. Number one, this is the new number one, guys. If you don't make videos, and I talked about it in the last video, you should make videos just to connect, as Eric Forley says. Dude, the number one reason you should make videos is because you get to play with your cards and not feel weird about it. Because all of us know we love to play with our cards, and now I get to play with them in a way that makes me want to show them to you guys and be like, this is my collection. And then I get to say, hey, this collection cost me $1,651. Not there yet. The next card's huge. But this is a number one reason. You get to play with your cards, and your wife's okay with it because she's in the other room, and she doesn't walk in on you and you're doing this by yourself, which I do. Anyway, but you're not doing this by yourself, and it's for friends that collect. So, man, number one reason to do videos right there. Knock that one out of the park. Next card is a recent pickup. I don't remember if I shared this or not in a video. I think I did, but I want to get another up close and personal view of this, show you guys my absolutely gorgeous example of the 1961 Topps Mickey Mantle card, which I had ungraded forever. And then I got it graded. It came back a 2 or 2.5 or something. And I sold it just this last year because it's off-centered, beat up, had a crease. And I found the copy for me recently. Ooh, man, and this is a nice example. I mean, absolutely insane copy. Most of these there's a line right here. Even on 7s, they have this print line right here. This, to me, this is the one I paid the most for out of every card you've seen. And this is the one I paid way over what a comp said in this grade. I mean, it is an absolute stunner of a baseball card. Look at the surface on this thing too. Man, I should have showed the other surfaces. I didn't realize that you could see the surface so well on the front. It's got wax on it. Like, nice copy right here. Just beautiful. And the back, click this into place. Look at the back on this. Look at the man with the pirate hat. I love the cartoons. They're so cool. Ooh, baby, look at this card. I couldn't be more thrilled to have this card in my collection again and have one that looks like this. And I paid for it, but I didn't pay PSA 6s and 7 and 8 and 9 prices, where that'll just get you up into just eternity. I can have all of these cards for $1,651. But you don't know that until you just buy the cards you want, and then you put them all together, and you're like, wow, that was money well spent. I didn't make any mistakes in picking up. Technically, that one's off-centered, and that one's not perfect. But those 4, to me, I didn't make a single mistake. I could have bought that in a 7 and spent $800 or more, but I didn't. And that card looks so good to me. Likewise. And those 4 to me are my example of being patient and waiting it out and just sticking to my guns and hunting all the time. And those 2 were before I was even stricter, but those look incredible. These also, I didn't pay probably more than comps. These are probably very inexpensive, copies I paid. However you want to take those words. All right, the next 2, we'll do a pickup you've never seen, dead last. The next card, I've shared this before, but it just goes with my 61 Roger Maris program, which I have more cards to collect of this, but I also have more that I'm sharing. And I've shared in the past, and vice versa, all kinds of things going on. But this one is an all-star card from the year he broke Babe Ruth's record. That is 1961 Topps all-star card in a beautiful 4. Look at the surface on that thing. Look at that card. It's just an awesome card. It's an awesome design. It's such a cool design. I can't wait to get Mickey Mantles in this design. What's really cool is the card you're going to see next is a 1960 All-Star card. And I only have this, and I only have the Mickey Mantle in the 60, and I need both of the guys in the opposite. So it makes it fun. I got so many more cards to hunt down. Just awesome. Awesome card. Put that right. Let's see. Put that right there. Man, I'm kind of covering it. That kind of fits right there. I don't know what I want to cover. We'll just cover the first one since they've been out the longest. All right, and the last card, guys. And it's not my favorite in the whole thing. This is my third favorite as I'm looking at the cards in front of me. The only two cards I love more than this are these two cards. This card is from my favorite design that Topps has ever done in the history of Topps. And that is the 1960 Topps All-Star card of Mickey Mantle. Really incredible copy. Just a stunning baseball card to look at. I have never owned this card. So when I finally saw a really nicely centered, really nice image, and in a lower grade that wasn't a 9, and I'm telling you, nines are miscut too and whatnot. So you got little dimples right there. Yep, right there. I think that's what hammers it. Because the thing is like, whoo-wee, looking good. Look at that image on the back. I love it. Oh, I love this card so much. And this is a PSA 4. I'm just speechless because if you guys don't know, this set means so much to me in particular. My very first true vintage card, probably my very first card from the 60s and below. It was an Eddie Matthews 1960 All-Star card. I bought from the dollar bin at Baseball Cards Plus when I was a kid. I still have it. You guys have seen it. I share it all the time. So any of these All-Star cards I pick up, they just mean a whole bunch to me. And I have a few more. I sold a bunch. I sold the Roger Maris I had in this because it was off-centered. Oh, look at that card. That's 6. Oh, it was a 4. I think I shared that. Oh, there you go, guys. You have it right there. Let me see if I can have some fun with this new little camera system I got. It's like a helicopter in motion here. Uh-oh, light went out. There you go, guys. $1,651 in Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris cards. And to me, I don't care what each individual card cost. What I care about is when I have all my cards in my collection together, what is that collection? What is that collection? I don't want to just say worth, but what does it mean to me when I look at it on the wall? What is it worth to me? That's really what it comes down to. What is it worth to me? And in the future, in 40 years, whenever these get relinquished back into the card world, I think these ones are going to be the ones. These, to me, they're still undervalued. Even though it's a 2 and a 4, it's centered and it's beautiful, and they're so much harder to come by than a PSA 7. and a PSA 8. They're just way harder to come by. You can look up a million PSA 7s. You probably won't find one that's as centered and nice as that. Likewise, you can go all the way across the board to right here. That's my thoughts. That's just my opinions, and I'm taking you guys on the journey. So you be the judge. I wanted to be open up front. There you go. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. Be inspired. Don't be influenced by anyone. Just collect how you want to collect and have fun with it. Till next time, shaka.